Hello again. Today we're taking the ferry across the Öresund Strait between Sweden and Denmark. In this video I'll show you all you need to know when taking this boat, including where it departs from, how to buy a ticket and what it's like on board. The service is run by Öresundlinjen. I've probably pronounced that wrong, but anyway, they operate 3 identical ships on this route called Aurora, Hamlet and Tycho Brahe. They shuttle back and forth very regularly with at least one ship pretty much always at sea between the 2 destinations. So looking at the map, we're here in Helsingborg in Sweden and we're crossing over this short distance to Helsingør in Denmark. And when I say short distance, it's only 5 kilometers with the journey time around 20 minutes. The ships run around the clock every 20 minutes between 10 AM and 8 PM and a little less frequently overnight, but they never really stop. So this being Sweden and everything being very efficient, the ferry terminal is also the same building as the train station and the bus station. So let's get inside this building, and as we do, we'll be turning to the right here to go up the escalator. There are signs overhead showing the ferry icon in yellow, and you can see we're heading under a screen showing departure times. At the top of the escalator there's an area lined on each side by ticket machines. You can buy a ticket online, but I actually found this quite difficult and the app didn't work for me, and I found it much easier to actually just buy one on the day. It's highly unlikely there'll be an issue getting a space on the boat for yourself if you're a foot passenger, because it's a huge boat, and I'll show you what it's like on board very soon. Okay, so on this machine I first selected the UK flag for English, just tap the screen. Then it's the buy a ticket button, and then we'll choose a single here, although other options are available. Here you'll need to select the ticket types. We chose 2 adult tickets travelling together. On the next page you can see that the price is 170 Swedish krona, and that works out to be around about £6.50 per passenger, or around €7.50. Now you'll need to pay with credit or debit card. For some reason Apple Pay didn't work for me here, so I had to put my actual card in to make the payment. Just wait a few minutes and then it prints out your ticket. Okay, so we have our ticket now and we're continuing along the corridor to these barriers. Here you'll notice that there is no return from this point and no toilets in the following waiting room. A note here too that it shows the route destination as Helsingør here, but if you use Google Translate on this, it'll translate it to Helsinki, which is really confusing. Just ignore it, you're not about to sail to Finland. Anyway, scan the QR code on the barrier and proceed on through to the waiting area. Not much here, but it was really clean. Above the closed doors at the far end you'll see the name of the boat and the time it'll depart. These doors will open automatically a few minutes before departure time. For now though, you can watch the boat come in and unload its millions of trucks. Very soon though, the boat is empty and already loading more cars and trucks, and it's time to head on through the doors that are now open to head on board the boat. And here's where you'll need to be a bit quick to take advantage of the onboard facilities, as the sailing isn't long. Remember, it's just 20 minutes. And there's a lot on offer here, including a restaurant and a bar, as well as many lounges and outdoor seating areas too. All of it was really clean and tidy, very impressive for a hard-working ferry. And of course there's the shop where you can get alcohol at prices much lower than on the Swedish mainland. We are still in Swedish territory though, so the alcohol section won't open till we're out of the port. But I'll skip forward a bit and show you the drink section, and it's certainly set up for bulk buys with a lot of bulk purchase offers. I believe some people go on the boat just to purchase their drinks here and turn back to Sweden without actually having left the boat. Anyway, let's head upstairs to the upper deck, and here is an outdoor bar. It was closed when we sailed in September, but it looks like it's likely to be a popular place in the summer months. And before you know it, we're leaving Helsingborg and heading out into the strait. And here you can already see the other boat arriving into port from Denmark. It's a slick operation. And in no time at all, you're arriving into Helsingør port. The ramps are attached quickly, and already we're off heading to the terminal building down this corridor. As you go, you'll pass the queue of passengers waiting to get on the boat. No waiting area here like in Helsingborg. This time it's just queuing in the corridor. And by the time you get here, you can see they are already loading vehicles for their turn back to Sweden. At the end of the corridor, there might be a security check for ID, but we weren't stopped. This is in the Schengen zone, but sometimes random checks are done as you enter into Denmark. And now we're down an escalator and outside. You'll realise that here too the ferry terminal building is the same building as the train station, which is very handy. The buses aren't part of this building, but they do leave from nearby. But you'll actually have to leave this building to catch a bus. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed sailing with us today, and thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And I'll see you on my next video somewhere else in the world. See ya!